The European Union plans to introduce a special system that will allow tracking the export of diamonds from Russia. The main goal of Western sanctions is to reduce revenues to the Russian budget. Profit from the sale of diamonds abroad is a significant source of income for the state treasury of the Federation. Thus, the export of raw diamonds in 2021 brought the Federation $4 billion. According to Belgian Prime Minister Alexander De Croo, such restrictions will have a real effect only if it is possible to ban both the export of diamonds and their remaking in third countries. It is noteworthy that Belgium is one of the largest importers of diamonds in the European Union.
We want to rid Western markets of Russian diamonds. However, we will not achieve this with the current direct ban on Russian diamonds. Alexander De Croo, Prime Minister of Belgium, in an interview with Financial Times.
The creation of an effective international tracking mechanism for diamonds of Russian origin will be one of the topics of discussion at the G7 leaders meeting. US President Joe Biden will also take part in the summit, the White House confirmed. According to Reuters, citing anonymous US officials, the G7 also plans to tighten oil and export restrictions against the Kremlin.
This is effectively Biden's pre-election visit, and he needs positive results. I think that here he will push the G7 towards such decisions, and here we can see some positive results.
According to the Washington Post, the United States and the European Union intend to more closely coordinate their actions to ban the supply of various groups of goods to Russia. Thus, a group of economists from Harvard found discrepancies in Western sanctions. This inconsistency gives Moscow the opportunity to find loopholes for the supply of sanctions goods.
For example, high-end washing machines, whose export is banned by the EU but not by the US, in some cases contain microchips that could be sized for use in the Russian military industry, from an article of the Washington Post.
Analysts say tightening controls on the supply of electronic components will create serious problems in the production of Russian precision-guided missiles and other advanced weapon systems, writes the Washington Post.
The EU must act more decisively, even at the cost of diplomatic repercussions. It would be wise to target companies in China, Iran, Turkey, Kazakhstan, Armenia and other countries that supply the Russian military. South Africa, which the United States accuses of smuggling arms and ammunition to Russia, should also be scrutinized, from an article of the Washington Post.
The price caps for Russian oil and restrictions on the export of diesel fuel and other petroleum products from Russia, according to analysts, have become the more effective anti-Russian sanctions to date. In the first quarter of this year, Russia received almost a third less money from oil exports than in the 3 months of 2022.